Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. Chapter number 2, Nutrition in Animals. Okay. In the previous chapter, we have already studied that the plants produce their own food by the process of photosynthesis, and the animals directly depend on plants or indirectly depend on plants. That is, the animals eat plants directly, or animals eat other animals which eat plants. So in this chapter, that is the nutrition in animals, the animal nutrition. So I will write animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, mode of intake of food, and its utilization in the body. So animal nutrition includes nutrient requirement, that is the requirement of the nutrients, what are the nutrients that are required, and mode of intake food, that is how the food is taken, and after the nutrient has taken by the body, the utilization, how the nutrients are utilized by the body. All these will have under the animal nutrition. We know that food contains many components. The components are, in the food we have proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals. These are the nutrients that contain in the food. Apart from these 5 nutrients, there are 2 more. One is the water, and the other one is the raw phase. These are the components that contain in food. The components such as the carbohydrate are complex substance, so the animals cannot use the component carbohydrates directly, that is they cannot use, that is it cannot utilize directly. So the carbohydrates must be converted into simpler substance, hence there is a term called digestion. Digestion is the breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substances. So the definition of digestion is the breakdown of complex components of food into simpler substance. Say suppose this is a complex substance, and if it is converted into simpler substance, then we may draw like this. These are the simpler substance. This is the complex substance like carbohydrates, and this is the simpler substance. Okay, the next topic is different ways of taking food. Different ways of taking food. Say, for example, bees and hummingbird suck the nectar of plants. So, for example, bees or hummingbird, the way of taking food is sucking the nectar of plants, and say infants or baby of human being and other animals feed on mother's milk. Okay, snakes like python swallow animals. And some aquatic animals, say aquatic animals, feed some aquatic animals filter tiny food particles floating nearby and feed upon them. That is, they eat tiny food particles. Okay, like this, different animals have different ways of taking food. Some animals suck the nectar, some animals feed on mother's milk, some animals swallow other animals, some animals eat food particles, small tiny particles, etc. Let's see an amazing fact. Starfish feeds on animals covered by hard cells of calcium carbonate. After opening the cell, the starfish pops out its stomach through its mouth to eat the soft enamel inside the cell. The stomach then goes back into the body and the food is slowly digested. Let's see the next topic, digestion in humans. Okay, before discussing how the food is digested in humans, let us see some parts of the body which are involved in the digestion. First, we take in food through the mouth, digest and utilize it. The unused parts of the food are defecated through anus. So the food passes through a continuous canal which begins at the buccal cavity and ends at the anus. The canal can be divided into various compartments. The first one is the buccal cavity. Second one is the food pipe. or we can say esophagus. The third one is the stomach. Fourth is small intestine. The fifth one is large intestine, ending in the rectum. R-E-C-T-U-M, rectum. And the last one is the anus. So it is a very long part in order to digest a food. It starts from the buccal cavity to, that is, it starts from the mouth to anus. These parts together form the alimentary canal or digestive tract. We can say this part as the alimentary canal, or we can simply say digestive tract. Digestive tract. Okay, when we eat any food, these food components gradually get digested as food travels through the various compartments. The inner walls of the stomach and the small intestine and the various glands associated with canals such as salivary gland, liver, and pancreas secrete digestive juices. These three parts secrete digestive juices which convert the complex substance into simpler substance. Okay, the salivary glands, liver and pancreas produce digestive juices. With the help of these digestive juices, the complex food substance is converted into simpler substance. So this whole digestive tract and the associated glands together constitute the digestive system. This all will constitute a digestive system. Digestive system. Let's see the human digestive system. First, when we take a food through the mouth, it will pass through the esophagus or the food pipe. We can simply say as food pipe. When the food is in the mouth, the salivary gland produces saliva, which starts the digestion, and the food passes to the stomach, and in the stomach produces digestive juice. The liver, the gallbladder and the pancreas also produce the digestive juice. With the help of the digestive juices, the food that we have eaten will be digested, and then it will pass to the small intestine. The digested food will absorb through the small intestine, and the undigested food will pass again to the large intestine, and at last it will reach the rectum and then at anus. That is, the undigested food will pass through, will excrete through anus. This is how the digestion takes place in our body, that is human being. So the digestion is a very long process. Let's see the next topic, the mouth and buccal cavity. We know that food is taken into the body through the mouth. The process of taking food into the body is called ingestion. Ingestion is the process of taking food into the body. The food that we eat at first chew with the help of our teeth, and it breaks down mechanically into small pieces. So its root is rooted in a separate socket in the gums. Let's see the arrangement of teeth and different type of teeth. Okay, this is the arrangement of teeth and different type of teeth. Before discussing these different types of teeth, let us first discuss the milk teeth and the permanent teeth. This is the milk teeth and the permanent teeth. What are they? Let's discuss. Milk teeth is the first set of teeth grows during infancy, and they fall off at the age between 6 to 8 years. The second set that replaces them are the permanent teeth, that is the teeth that we grow after the milk teeth. This permanent teeth may last throughout life or fall off during old age or due to some dental disease. We have to know that in the milk teeth there are total number of 20 teeth. All right. Milk teeth have 20 teeth. Ten in the upper jaw and another 10 in the lower jaw. For the permanent teeth, there are 32 teeth, 16 in the upper jaw and another 16 in the lower jaw. Let's see the arrangement of teeth and different type of teeth. This is for the permanent teeth. The innermost 3 teeth on the left as well as on the right of its jaw are called molar, and the next 2 from inside, that is after the molar, are premolar. This 2 is the premolar and this 2 is also premolar. And next to premolar there is a canine on both sides, and after that there are 4 incisors. So there are 6 molar in its jaw. So a total of 12 molars are there in permanent teeth, 6 from the lower jaw and another 6 from the upper jaw. There are total number of 4 premolar in its jaw. So a total number of premolar is 8 in a set of permanent teeth, and there are 2 canine in its jaw, so there are a total number of 4 canine, and there are 4 incisor in its jaw, so there is a total number of 8 incisor in a permanent set of teeth. So for the cutting and biting, we use this incisor teeth, and for the piercing and tearing teeth, we use canine, and for the chewing and grinding, we use the premolar as well as molar teeth. Next, let's see an activity. In this activity, we will take 2 test tubes. The first one will label as A, and the second test tube will label as B. In both the test tubes, we will put boiled rice. The boiled rice we'll put in the test tube A, but for the test tube B, we will put the boiled rice, but it should be chewed one for about 3 to 5 minutes. And after that, we will add 3 to 4 ml of water in both the test tubes, and then we will put 2 to 3 drops of iodine solution in both the test tubes. We know that since the boiled rice contains starch, this iodine color will change to blue-black when it reacts with the starch. For the test tube A, the iodine color changes to blue-black, which indicates the presence of starch in the boiled rice. But for the test tube, the iodine color doesn't change to blue-black, which indicates that there is no starch. Where is the starch have gone? The saliva is produced by the salivary gland. This saliva breaks down the starch into sugars. That is, there is no more starch in the chewed boiled rice, which means that the digestion has started. So from this activity, we can conclude that digestion starts from the mouth. The next topic is sweets and tooth decay. Let's see what is tooth decay. We know that bacteria are present in our mouth, but they are not harmful to us. But when we do not clean our teeth and mouth after eating, many harmful bacteria also begin to live and grow in it. These bacteria break down the sugars present from the leftover food and release acids. These acids gradually damage the teeth. This is called tooth decay. So the acids damage the teeth. This is called tooth decay. So if we do not treat in time, it may cause a severe toothache, and in extreme cases results in tooth loss. Chocolates, sweets, soft drinks and other sugar products are the major culprits of tooth decay. So in order not to leave the food particles stuck between the teeth, we have to brush at least twice a day. one in the morning after getting up and one in the night time before going to bed. And we can use a dental floss, which is a special strong thread which is more built-in to teeth to take out trapped food particles. And moreover, when we eat anything, we have to rinse our mouth, and we should not put dirty fingers or any unwashed objects in the mouth. Otherwise, the harmful bacteria may enter inside our mouth and the tooth decay may happen. This is a tooth. You see there is a cavity. This is called the tooth cavity, and this is the pulp cavity. When you are not treated the tooth decay in time, it will reaches up to the pulp cavity. So if the tooth cavity reaches the pulp cavity, then you will get a severe pain. So in order not to do this, we have to do the rules or things that I have said before, that is brushing twice a day, rinsing the mouth after taking every meal, etc. You have to know this properly, that is, when we eat, sometimes in a hurry, talk or laugh while eating, we may cough, get hiccups or a choking sensation. This happens when food particles enter the windpipe, that is the esophagus. This windpipe carries air from the nostrils to the lungs. It runs adjacent to the food pipe, but inside the throat, air and food share a common passage. Then, during the act of swallowing, a flap-like valve closes the passage of the windpipe and guides the food into the food pipe. If by chance food particles enter the windpipe, we feel choke, get hiccups or coughs. Let's see the next topic, tongue. Tongue is a fleshy, muscular organ in the mouth which is attached at the back to the floor of the buccal cavity, or we can say mouth cavity. It is free at the front and can be moved in all directions. There are different taste buds in the tongue. Let's see the different taste buds areas of the tongue. Let's see, this is the tongue. This part, that is the innermost part, is the bitter taste bud, and the side one is the sour taste bud. This part also sour taste bud, and this part is the salty taste bud, and this is the outermost part is the sweet taste bud. That means different tastes can be identified by these different taste buds. For example, any food item which is bitter will be recognized by these bitter taste buds and cannot be recognized by other taste buds. Say, these sweet taste buds will not recognize the bitter food item. It will only recognize by these bitter taste buds. Likewise, other food items, say which may be sweet, will only recognize by this taste buds area. Let's see the movement of food in the esophagus of the alimentary canal. The swallowed food passes into the food pipe or esophagus, and this food will reach the stomach here. Actually, this food is bringing downwards by the movement of this food pipe, that is the wall of the food pipe. This movement pushes the food downwards. When this food is not accepted by our stomach, it will come back again through the esophagus, and at that time there will be a vomiting through our mouth. Let's see the next topic, the stomach. Stomach is a thick wall bag. It is a thick wall bag, and its shape is like a flattened J, and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. It is the widest part of the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal. The main function of the stomach is to receive food from the food pipe at one end, and on the another end it opens into the small intestine. So the food that we eat will enter through the stomach, through the food pipe, and from the stomach it will goes to the small intestine again. Okay, in the inner lining of the stomach, it secretes mucus, hydrochloric acid, and digestive juices. This mucus protects the lining of the stomach, and the hydrochloric acid and the digestive juices kills the bacteria that enter along with the food, that is the harmful bacteria. So the medium in the stomach is acidic, since there is hydrochloric acid, and it helps the digestive juices to act. These digestive juices break down the protein into simpler substances. Let's see the next topic, the small intestine. Let's see what is small intestine. Small intestine is a highly coiled and is about 7.5 meter, which is very long. It receives secretion from the liver and pancreas. Apart from this secretion from the liver and pancreas, the wall of the small intestine also secretes juices. This liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It is the largest gland in the body. You have to remember that liver is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice. And this bile juice is stored in a sac called the gallbladder. The bile plays an important role in the digestion of fat. This pancreas is a large cream-colored gland. The color of the pancreas is cream. It is located just below the stomach. This juice, that is the pancreatic juice, acts on carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, and it changes them into simpler forms. And then the partly digested food now reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where the intestinal juice completes the digestion of all components of the food. And then these carbohydrates get broken down into simple sugars, will convert into simple sugars such as glucose, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol, and proteins into amino acids.